Okay, so we're gonna go walk around the neighborhood and go get some food. There's our beautiful terrace where we hang out every day and eat food and enjoy life. And the beautiful scenery. You know. Huh?
Okay.
We're doing what?
Well, we explore the world.
Explore the world. Well, we're gonna go walking to the market, and as we do, we're gonna have a conversation about our first month in the Philippines together. Okay, let's head on down the road. And look, see the goats? Our neighbors are goat farmers, and they have lots of goats. There's a lot of goats in the neighborhood here in Bao, Cordova, and so we get to see like a lot of goats. Some of them are healthier than others and whatever, but today is a kind of a mild day as far as weather goes. It's not very hot. It's just a lot of cloud cover, and it's been rainy, so not too bad. Haven't been very hot.
Let me give you to the market, or we can buy a lechon because he wanted to eat lechon for the first time in his life.
Lechon for the first time.
And he become moody, I guess, because he didn't want to so to see her, his face in the public. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
But anyway,
hey, Goldie, come on.
he is
Goldie,
kind of
let's go.
maybe shy person.
So what?
So what's your opinion about, like living here in
What, like the first month?
in Cebu City, and your opinion about like
Okay. Well, I can talk about that, sure. So, as you know, I lived, in a different spot for quite a while. A couple of years almost, off and on. Spent some time in Guam. Was more towards the capital when I stayed here before. But this is my first time down here in the Visayas. And the action!
So we're going to the market area where we can buy lechon, since my husband wants to taste lechon here in Cebu. And we also want to talk about, what his opinion about Cebu, since
My first month here.
his first month here. Yeah, so okay, so what's your opinion about Cebu? Like, do you enjoy it, or what?
Well, of course I enjoy it. I lived in the Philippines off and on over the years, but this is my first time down here in the Visayas. And all right, so we're on our way to go get some lechon. We're on our street, headed to it, and it rained last night, so it's very flooded. And we brought the little mangy mutt with us, but we had to put her on a leash because her old family is right here, and she always runs off. So while we were filming the neighborhood, we're going to talk about our first month together here in the Philippines, and our impressions of life together as a foreigner and Filipina. So here we go. We got to kind of walk on the side of the road. Because of the flooding. Fortunately, it doesn't flood in our apartment. So anyways, so I have been in the Philippines before, and of course I've known Filipina and Filipinos, over the years. But she um, has never really hung out with a foreigner before. So, what are your impressions of life hanging out with a foreigner for a whole month? Have I been driving you crazy or what?
Well, you know, it's my dreams to marry a foreigner. When I see them in the TV, it's my dream to marry them. So, you know, you'll be a blessing to me from God because I never expect that God will grant my desire, my heart desire. So it's the truth, you know, in the Bible, like seek ye first the kingdom of God.
Hey, my friend.
These things shall be evident to you.
Yeah. But so how? What are the differences? Like, hey guys, sorry, getting in the middle of their basketball. So, have there been any big differences that you weren't expecting? Hey, you weren't expecting to have, like different foods, different styles, things like that.
Well, I cannot say that because we just live here in my place, so you know, we just eat Filipino food. It seems like you know, not really new.
Not really
But
new.
unless if I go to other country and compare, you know, like
Sure,
here,
sure.
maybe I can.
Hi.
Hello, my friend.
Hey, my friend.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
Hello. Hey, hey, oh. Video.
Video. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
So, okay, so nothing really to compare to, but so far, I guess what you're trying to say is your opinion of being with somebody from a different country hasn't been very hard.
Well, it's not hard, especially you are the same, you know, belief, and also it's easy going. Like, you know, like, it's not, you know, it's important to understand and to have patience each other because also the parents, you know, the differences between me and you is and the culture is different. So and also need to adjust sometimes.
Okay. So now my turn to say my opinion. Well, first of all, I think that she's totally crazy. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on.
Come on.
Don't say that to them.
Oh no. But no, I mean, like I said, I've been in the Philippines before. I've known Filipina. I've known Filipinos and things. So me, I just like her attitude because she's, really down to earth. She's not materialistic. I mean, truly, she's not. And we've had good times. We laugh a lot. We joke around. We have the. Okay, so we're on our way to the place where they sell lechon because I've been hearing about this lechon for years and years and years, and even though I've lived in the Philippines, I never really tried it because I'm not really a fan of pork. But everybody says I need to try it, so we're gonna make a video later of me trying lechon for the first time. Yeah. But as we're walking, we're gonna film the neighborhood and kind of talk about the joys and the trials and the tribulations of living in the Philippines after 1 month. So this is our 1 month review of life in the Philippines together and in general and everything that we've experienced. So since I've been here, we've spent a lot of time going to Cebu City for dental work because I'm getting some dental work, and the dentist of course has done a lot extra things that I didn't expect, and he's extracted teeth, and I'm gonna get implants and everything, so that's been kind of like consuming a lot of our time, whereas we wanted to be traveling around, but of course we can't do it. I don't want to walk around with a meth head smile and go in places. I want to get it done and kind of move forward. but it's going to take time. So anyways, that's you know, kind of distracted us from other things. We go back and forth on the taxi, but it's a good way. You know, we've seen a lot of Cebu. Hello. Got to see a lot of Cebu that way, you know, going back and forth, because we live, you know, kind of further out in Cordova, which is on the island of Mactan, you know, where the airport is, but it's further away. That's why you sometimes hear airplanes flying over when we're making videos and stuff. But I like this area, as we said before. It's nice. No, we're gonna walk today. Thank you. Yeah, the trike guys. It's funny. Since I lived here before, the tricycle guys. You know, I got kind of annoyed with them because they would tell me one price and then hello, and then they change it. You know, when they were dropping me off. So before, I just went and I bought a motorcycle, and I completely, hey buddy, completely stopped it. And so this time, hello, how are you? We got a selfie stick, so we're doing a
nice.
going around the neighborhood, making new one. So that's the famous Jim's Barbecue. And so anyways, you know, but you know, like I said before in the previous videos, that oh no, he's pooping on the Jim's Barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, that's life in the Philippines, I guess. You know, in America. Goldie. So, you know, life in the Philippines after 30 days. It's been great. Cebu is a lot different than where I was before. It's a bigger place because where I was really tiny. More to do, a lot more foreigners, a lot more population, a lot more traffic. But it's definitely not as bad as Manila, so I have to say I like it. But you know, having lived here before, it makes the adjustment to it super simple. American! Hey! Kano! Akawaya Kano! Americano! You know, so I know already about the culture, I know already about the food, I know about the exchange rate and the buying and everything. So I've already adjusted to all that, and I don't have the same woes and gripes and things that a lot of you know, new Americans or new foreigners tend to complain about. To me, I already know those ropes and it doesn't bother me. I know how to navigate through it. But she here is more from country, I guess. You know, they call it the province, but she hasn't really lived too much. She's a little bit here and there in her life in the city. So is life a lot different for you down here in the city instead of being in the province? Like, you know, the last month, has it been hard to adjust, or what's your opinion of?
Well, it's not hard to adjust because I also worked before in the city and I stay in the city. So for me, it's not hard to adjust. And besides, you know, like the differences in the province, because not a lot of people there. Like, you know, before I just take care of the goat in the province and very calm, not a lot of people. But here, you can, you know, see a lot of people and say hi to you.
Yeah, lots of people. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're very kind. Like, they are entertaining you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, people are pretty friendly here and tend to like greet us and smile, and especially if you talk to them, you know, sometimes they'll look at you like, you know, they'll have a look on their face, like, and it's hard to interpret what their look really is meaning, because, you know, sometimes they look mad or whatever, but if you say hello to them and greet them, well, then their look and their countenance completely changes, and they become like super friendly and talkative, and they want to know. But you know, if you don't engage them, then you might just walk away thinking, boy, those people are rude. But most of the time, if you talk to them, they will respond. Sometimes they don't, but you know, that's people. That's human nature. So anyways, so we're making it through the walk here in Cordova, which we usually walk because of the trek guy prices and everything for what I call the long nose tax. You know, usually almost everything that a foreigner does is gonna have a few extra pesos added to it, but again, that's goes with the territory. And you know, heck, when you're in America, you know, there's a sucker born every minute, right? So you kind of have that mentality in sales, and it's the same thing here. You're going to try to make your money whenever you can make your money, and if you see opportunity, if somebody's opportunity's knocking on the door, you answer it, right? So that, you know, that day they might need that extra 10 or 15 pesos or 20 pesos for their food. So, you know, I'm not going to argue it. I just pay it. Or I just, you know, use my wits and I don't even get involved in a situation like that, where I don't have to have them be disgruntled or have a negative opinion of me and vice versa. So, yeah. But a bao here is, it's interesting. Kind of where our apartment is located, we have like a long walk towards everything. Like right now, as you can tell, we're walking, you know, to the wet market area where they sell things. But along the way here, there's just, you know, a few select sorry stores and not much, you know, big things to buy. So we're tucked back away from the city kind of atmosphere. But once we get up here, you'll see that everything changes and it branches out. But my advice, you know, to people, if I can give any, and I'm not claiming to be an expert at all by any stretch, I've made a lot of mistakes in the Philippines in my past, would be, you know, if you come to the Philippines, you have to be able to go with the flow. I mean, they're going to try to overcharge you. That's just a guarantee. Absolutely. There's going to be long lines. People do not adhere to the courtesy types of things that we stick to in America, like especially waiting in line. Okay, if you're waiting in line and you're not attentive and you're not being aware of things, like when it's your turn, somebody will cut right in front of you, and you know, that's gonna happen to you, you know, almost everywhere. And if you're easily offended, you're gonna get offended because they don't really stick to those rules, those social rules that we have. Their rules are just kind of like, oh, my turn, go. So you gotta try not to get upset about those little things. Just go with the flow, and be adaptive, be adjustable. Don't be so pliant or so rigid. You have to be a little bit more pliable and adaptable to. Don't let go of that. Some puke there. Yep. So hey guys, how are you? So you know, Philippines is great, but it's pretty much up to each foreigner, you know, how their style is. If you're the kind of guy or girl that gets easily offended by things, then you either need to adapt a little bit or don't come here, because this is not your country and you have to live accordingly. You know, you're the minority here, you're not the majority. And if you bring, you know, Americanized attitude here and you try to use that kind of style here, you're gonna fail, and people won't like you, and you won't get good prices, and your experience here will be a lot less friendly. Oh, you sold a lot today, huh? Good. So, you know, it's just with everything. Everything is all about your attitude and how you carry yourself and how you act towards others and how easily you can deal with adversity. Because clearly, there's going to be a lot of adversity here. You know, being the minority. So be prepared for those issues, for sure. But yeah, I mean, first 30 days here has been great. I love Cebu. I really don't care though about there being more options. I know a lot of guys on the internet forums, they complain about where can I get a good pizza, or where can I get a American type cheeseburger, or whatever. Hold on, I got a rock in my shoe, my slipper. And you know, if that's your cup of tea, then you're going to struggle. Cebu is definitely a better place for you to be, because there are more things like that. But if you're living, you know, somewhere down in the province or something like that, well then forget about it. You're not going to get a good cheeseburger. You're not going to get a good pizza anywhere. I know everybody has their opinions on it, but Shakey's is kind of taken over the Philippines as far as a pizza place, and it's not too bad. It's kind of like American pizza, and it'll fill the void. You know, is it specialty and you know, have all of the spices and flavors and things? Not necessarily, but it's like a Domino's, maybe. But I enjoy it. You know, it's affordable. That's the thing. You can go there for 1,000 pesos and you can get a feast, like 2 large pizzas, a pitcher of tea, potatoes and chicken, and garlic bread for like 1,004, which is, you know, 25 bucks. It's pretty good. So, yeah. But again, it's just all about what you want out of the experience. If you come here and you want, you know, hot showers and all the American amenities, then forget about it. Philippines is probably not for you. Unless, I mean, you can get those things. You can, but you're going to pay for them. And they're going to be expensive. Whereas, you know, I'm the kind of person that I don't need those things, you know. I can enjoy myself, you know, living on the cheap. Our apartment is only $80 a month, and I'll preview that someday. Hold on, we got a lot of doggies. Woo! That's a lot of dogs. So that's hey, good afternoon. How are you?
Fine.
Good. Woo. So this is where the kind of the Trike Central, where all the dudes line up. But like I said, I don't really